Guys, and welcome to another polymer clay tutorial. Today we are finally creating Greasy Grove from Fortnite. Oh boy, there is so much work ahead, but I am really looking forward to create Greasy Grove. It somehow reminded me of Tilted Towers. You see this one in the right upper corner. The first map tutorial I ever created from polymer clay from Fortnite. Let's get started. Let's use some gray and some black to get this color, the street color, which matches it perfectly. Meanwhile, I used some footage of Fortnite to dig into the game and to get all the details, so this was quite helpful, but not really successful in playing the game. So, try to get a very thin layer of this dark gray. This will be the street. And after that, cutting out the shape. So, my plan is to put this into the oven as quickly as possible, that we have this plate, which we can then stick into the grass and the mud part of the mountains, of the scenery. So this is the plan. While building the sidewalk, the most requested project from the community, from you, is that I should create the whole map from Fortnite. It would take months. It would be insane to buy that much clay for the map, and you would need a lot of money. So I needed a sponsor. I am thrilled to tell you that I found this sponsor, War Robots. They agreed to support our idea and the channel, and I wanted to partner up with them in the first place because they really care about their community and the ideas from the community. I do get bored pretty easily, and War Robots did always a very good job so far to keep me entertained. If you use my link down in the description, you receive the welcome bonus pack, this tier robot and unique skin for it, full set of new weapons, 100 gold, 40,000 silver. This robot is good for flanking, capturing beacons, but you can also use it for head-on assault. It's the ideal robot for people who are new to the game. War Robots is a free mobile game, 6 vs 6 tactical multiplayer, and my current game for all the breaks during crafting. I love the variety in War Robots, tons of maps, weapons, upgrades and robots of course. Try out the Fury robot for long-range play. I'm not the guy to be in the middle of the battle, but I also just love the design of the robot. If you want this idea to happen, the huge Fortnite map, please go download War Robots by using my link down in the description. This was a war robot, by the way. Just kidding, my baby son scratched me. Now I'm even more excited to go on with our map. Let's create the sidewalk, or let's finish the very thin layer of grey clay for it. And after that, well, this will be difficult. We have to get the exact shape of all the sidewalks and all the tiny details onto this layer. I tried to get it very, very thin. So, well, I made this mistake in the Tilted Towers tutorial. The sidewalks were too thick. So this time, hopefully it turns out better. We will see in a minute. I printed it out 2 times so that I could destroy this one. And, well, this was the best technique to work with. Maybe you have some further ideas, let me know that. I'm always looking forward to improve on these types of crafting process. So this is what it looks like. Try to get it in the same right position. I could use the cutout paper pieces as a mask, if you will, and it worked pretty well for it. So placing all the tiny pieces. It was difficult because they were still so soft and moving so quickly. There's a pattern, you see that on the sidewalk? So I try to get this with my knife, and this shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, in moments like this, when I think about creating the whole map from Fortnite, it's a bit frightened because it's so huge. The piece of map I just created last week was Loot Lake becoming Leaky Lake by using the firecracker, and I was, well, in a way it was weird blowing up your own project, but in the other way I knew it had to be done. I was happy to read all your comments, and also this was the first video to be premiered on YouTube. This means you watched it when it went live, the same time I watched it, so we could chat and write about it. I want to show some of the top comments from you. Yeah, why did I do that? I don't know. Thank you so much for all the nice comments. And this is the top comment: you want me to create the galaxy skin. I think this is a bit difficult to create because the skin itself, it looks like a projection of the galaxy. But well, I have an idea. Maybe I should just create him green, and then we use a mapping technique in a digital way to put on the galaxy. I have no idea. Post down in the comments if you have any ideas how to create the galaxy skin that it looks like the version in the game. Looking forward to see that. Well, this wall, you see that? It's so unique with the blue, white, red striping, so you know where this has to go on the map. Right next to the restaurant, of course. It is framed by it. How to create all the street lights, just take a stapler and here we go. It was a bit difficult, but the wire is so thin, it works perfectly. But we need some more of them, of course. There are also some street lights right in the middle of the street, but I skipped these. They would have been too tiny, and this works just nice. Well, this is the last working step for the first layer, and we are ready to go into the oven. Freshly baked base layer of Greasy Grove! And now the fun part starts in integrating this street piece into the mountains. And for the mountains we need brown as the first layer, and we will put the grass on top in a minute. But first let's see if this size is the perfect match for the streets. Yeah, it should look good. Now we have some more space on the left and also on the right side for some mountains, because Greasy Grove is somehow framed into the mountains, just making the streets a little bit longer. And the grass is so green there, you really want to move there. Yeah, I'm mixing these colors to get a really dirty gray with even some texture in it for the rocks. This will be the one on the left side and the bigger one on the right side. After oven hardening, and when we have finished this, we will add some pine trees to it on the top. There are 3 trees. Probably you know that. This is a muddy outline. I make the outline first before placing the thin layer of green clay, and it looks way more realistic. This is the basketball court on the left side and the playground on the right side. And now making the grass a little bit more dirty. There's a way, and there are so many details I missed, but of course it's just not possible, at least in this scale, to get all the tiny details and every thing on the playground, for example. Yeah, the street is a bit muddy on the side, and this is how it's called, pavilion. With some bushes right next to it, with some roses in it. And yeah, this was maybe too much to add the roses, but somehow it looked nice. This is the first building. Let's get started. It's this brown ochre. It has the typical color for bricks, and it has a tinier roof on the left side. Here you can see it. And some more roofs for all the windows, so we try to add them as well. I won't show you every detail because, well, this was a lot of work and I would guess it's just boring and annoying to see every working step. Yeah, most of the houses are grey, bright grey, and the roof I decided to paint it afterwards because it's just so difficult to get a very thin layer of clay on top. And it would also have destroyed these tiny roofs for the windows. This is the big building, biggest, well, beside of the restaurant, of course. You know all the names from the buildings. Sorry that I don't know them. I'm not that familiar with all the places. I have been to Greasy Grove, of course, but well, I just don't play that much currently, Fortnite, because I'm creating with clay. Yeah, the game I really play during breaks are shorter ones, like War Robots, for example. So this is the orange outline on top of the restaurant. And there are even some more lines on the roof. Here we go. It looks so weird until it's colored. We need some blue for this electricity thing, this electricity building, which is on the lower part of the map right now. And well, this is somehow crazy, creating all the cars, and I wanted to get them all right in the exact same position than in the real game. Well, this piece of map isn't the one which is currently out right now, so I had to use some more gameplay to see where all the cars are going. These are the police cars. I think there are 3, 4, 5 cars in total. I just created 5 of them just in case, adding the white roof and also the lights on the roof, on top of the car. I just love building these tiny police cars. It's so satisfying. So these are the trucks, and I made a big mistake. This is the Durburger truck, and I thought there are 2 of these trucks on the map, but that's wrong. There's only one of them. This is the tiny burger. There's also the one from Tomato Head, but I missed that. Maybe I should do an updated version of this map. This is the truck with the quads you have just seen, and now all the trees we have to create. I counted 35 trees in total, leaf trees, and this was the quickest and easiest way to create good looking and detailed trees. So just mixing this whole bunch of green pieces of clay, and now I'm forming these 35, 36, what did I say before? These are the pine trees. You will probably need like 10 of them, 10 of the huge ones, and later I also created some tinier ones. The trunks are lying on the plate as well, and we put this into the oven. Well, we have to create the shape of our tiny piece of Greasy Grove, removing the clay that it looks just sharp, and we are ready to go into the oven. Freshly baked! Yeah, what is it? Buildings from Greasy Grove, and we start painting. Almost all the roofs are black, or very dark at least. On the gas station there's a blue outline. I'm painting this as well. Well, we could have also taken some clay for that, but painting is way more easy. There's the tiny chimney, of course. This roof also goes black. Again, I don't know the name of it, but it's the one with the truck in front of it, which has the quads. also painting the main entrance. There's a bit black, and these are some pieces on the roof, coloring the other homes. This one looks nice, with a tiny balcony as well. And this is the restaurant, with some red lines and blue, some more buildings, and we will paint them as well, adding some more windows, of course. White first and then some black looks great on the windows, and this is just crazy. It was a bit difficult. And the lights from the cars, white go in the front of the car, the police car, love this car, and some red for all the backlights of the cars. This is what it looks like finished. I painted all the cars. And now we will assemble the trees. Normally I just glue the trunk to the green piece of clay and we get a regular tree, but for some of them in the front I wanted to add some more branches, that it looks, well, a bit more nicer. And here we go, now painting all the white street marks for the parking slots, for example. Yeah, this was quite unfortunate. My very thin white pen broke, so I had to sharpen this one. This is just a regular marker. And this is what I was looking forward to, placing all the buildings in Greasy Grove. Welcome to Greasy Grove. This is the place you want to live and grow old. So, this is the first tree of many others to come. And now we will all place them onto the map. Well, this changes the appearance. Adding the trees, now it looks so nice. Now you really feel welcome. This is the electricity tower. Is it called tower? And let's place all the tiny cars on the map. I try to get them in the right position. I looked on the map all the time. Next one car goes right in the garage and one right there. Oh, I forgot this tiny box and now we remove it. I can't believe we did that. Guys, I guess that's it! Greasy Grove!
Before this video is over, go check out War Robots, use my link down in the description and support this channel. I guess that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, have a great weekend, take care guys, bye! This world is so tiny.